Hey guys, it's Cayley. I am back with part 2 of this Rags thrift haul. So if you missed part 1, I've already done up to here of those and decided it was going to be a pretty long thrift haul. So we're doing part 2, second half of the rack. And if you're just popping on, you have no idea what I'm talking about. All of these items I got to list on eBay and Poshmark. They come from various places like thrift stores, garage sales, Goodwill outlet bins, sometimes other people shopping for me around the country at their thrift stores and shipping it to me, and then me paying a premium. So they come from lots of different places, but ultimately they're all going to end up getting listed on eBay and Poshmark. I also do a mixture. If you're new to reselling or new to my channel, I try to do a mixture of different types of sourcing. So for instance, my main one is trying to stay with high sell-through rate, data-driven bolos where the brand really counts. There's a high sell-through rate to show for it. I also pick up style-based pieces. So pieces where they just have great factors. People are looking for them. They'll still sell for a lot. They'll still sell quickly. They just are not based on brand. And so I've got a good mixture of those things. Lots of bread and butter, also some high dollar stuff. Just showed a Carhartt jacket in the last video. So some of the stuff I have not seen yet. So you're going to be experiencing this with me because people who helped me source got these things. So let's experience it together. Let's see what they got and I'll explain why we picked them up. First one, I think I'll put this in the thumbnail, but this is a Halloween sweater vest, and shockingly, novelty print sweaters are already selling for us in our store. That is one of the things that I focus on in the mentorship group, is really diving into when stuff is actually selling. So a lot of times we wait till a season starts to think that buyers are shopping. Not the case. They are shopping way before that, and data shows that. And so we're starting to pick up novelty sweaters, which are typically sold well during the holidays. We actually just sold a Halloween sweater this past week at the time that I'm filming this for like $100. So that one was a better brand. But yeah, we're picking up stuff like this. Novelty print sweaters can be good. Just remember there's a small window to sell very specific ones. So this is Halloween. I've got a very specific window to sell this Halloween vest, and we're getting this out early. This is the brand White Stag. Not necessarily a brand that you want to memorize, but it can have some good novelty print sweaters. We'll likely list that one for $35 to $40. All right, this is definitely a style-based piece. This is a Y2K top, which if you guys watch my what sold videos, you know I sell a ton of Y2K stuff, specifically in these mall brands. American Eagle can be good. It's just still got to have a great style. So this is a vintage Y2K women's American Eagle thermal top. Very Y2K, even have the longer sleeve cuff here. Lots of little details on this that I think are going to elevate the value. This could also be an as seen on TV one. So if you've watched my series on that, a lot of American Eagle Y2K stuff is shown on those type of shows. So I will do a Google Lens and see, but likely we will be listing that for $30 to $35. Next up, one of my favorite bread and butter categories is dresses, specifically Old Navy dresses, which was my best-selling brand last year. I sold so many. A lot of them were dresses, and I'm still doing that. So this is an Old Navy size large, very, very on-trend silhouette. We've got a fitted bust line here. It is longer length. It has a beautiful floral print to it, and the colorway is also really good. I will likely be listing this higher because of everything. So we'll probably list this for around 35, possibly even 40. This is another one with a great silhouette that I got for style-based reasons. This is Moon River. This brand is sometimes sold at Anthropologie, so this piece might have been sold there, but I wanted to get it regardless because, again, style, silhouette of this thing is so on trend, longer length, again, very fitted upper. And then we have some flutter sleeves, so it's all just very feminine. These little details here, we have tiered at the bottom, very feminine silhouettes and styles is what is trending right now. And I think that I am going to list this one higher because of that, even though it's just a style-based piece, likely for 35 to 40, similarly to that Old Navy piece. Also, I had some good luck with dresses this day. This is where all this stuff's coming from. This is brand-based. It is Free People, which is sometimes a bolo. It depends on what you have. I know some people pick up all of it. I personally do not. I try to stick to the more substantial pieces. This is a really gorgeous kind of gauzy style maxi dress with a deep V-neck, kind of oversized, very beachy, which is what they're known for, very boho, and longer length dresses and Free People, almost always a yes for me. I'll have to look up the specific style because it can make a difference, but probably list that for around 30 to 35, which is kind of funny to say because the style-based ones I'm going to list for more, and that just shows you the power of style-based sourcing. People are really into the style and the factors, not necessarily the brand anymore. Here is another style-based pickup. This is a vintage Y2K item. This is Jonathan Martin, not exactly a bolo. However, a lot of the pieces that I do find Y2K in this brand have great style, so I end up picking it up. This is a like knee to midi length, very lightweight dress, but it does have the true baby doll style. It's got a great floral print to it. It also has a tie waist. This is stuff most resellers leave behind, thrift stores, bins, garage sales. I come across it very often. It's this silhouette right here, which is so trendy. I will probably list this for around $40, which is crazy because it's super lightweight, but it has so many great things going for it. And I've been able to up my price a lot on my style-based finds. This one makes me laugh. Okay, I got this one strictly off of style and also just experience selling all the cat stuff. Yeah, it's cats, crazy cat lady stuff. It sells. I did look up, so this is a line from The Mountain, which I thought fitting, but also different for what they normally do. I could not find this exact print, which I think is very unique and super duper cute. So for that reason, I still got it. I'll likely list this for around $30 or $35. Yeah, style-based all over cat stuff doesn't usually let me down. All right, next up, we have another Y2K piece. Brand does not matter, but it is Apartment 9. This is, again, a baby doll top. Very trendy. I will probably list this for 30 to 35. All right, something else style-wise I've been getting a lot of. I don't know how long this trend's going to last. Not as much as Y2K, but these open knit things, very trendy for us in the summer, where it's like beachy boho vibes. I talked about it in part 1. If you want to see that, you can also see some other open knit things that we got. But this is just universal thread, but we are going to keyword this up. Beachy, boho, open knit, lots of other factors that I will throw in here, and hopefully sell this for around $25. And yes, I've done it before. I've sold Target for that much, sometimes more. All right, next up, this is a pajama set, Tommy John. This can be a good brand to look for. It does typically have a decent sell-through rate, but it just doesn't sell for much. I don't know what pajama sets are going for. I haven't found a set before up until now, but I'm guessing it's likely going to be like 30 to 35. Pajamas are a frequently overlooked category that has a lot of great stuff in it. All right, next up, this is a very artsy Log and Look Mature brand. Retails for a lot. I try to only get it in plus sizes because that's where the sell-through rate stuff's at. But we've recently been experimenting with smaller sizes, just pricing it more competitively, and it's been working. So we're trying it out again. This is Ali Miles size medium. This is a super artsy, lightweight jacket, oversized, definitely lightweight I'm going to use because it is very sheer. Jacket's not typically something you think of looking for in the summer, right? So You want to make sure that your customer knows that it is lightweight. All right, next up we have a Tommy Bahama dress. Tommy Bahama dresses during this time of the year perform very well for me. This is a pretty simple one. However, it is a size extra large, so that's going to help it to sell. This will likely go for $25 to $30, and most of these pieces came from the bins. We have another Tommy John pajama set. We have another open knit. I don't know the brand. There isn't one, but it doesn't matter. An open knit beachy sweater, $25. We have a bra brand that has pretty decent sell-through rate. It's called True Kind. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it because it's shimmery, but True Kind, size 2XL, so great size as well. Likely we'll be listing this for $25. True Kind, as well as lots of bra brands that still have good comps, because most of them don't. Almost all of them have this like comfort look to them. They're very easy to overlook. Think of like Honey Love. There's Evelyn Bobby is another one. There's a ton of other ones, but they all kind of have this like older, more mature comfort look to them, and those are the ones that are selling right now. So if you see one like that, definitely worth looking up. All right, here's another style-based Y2K piece. We have the lace trim tank. This is Express, size large, $20 to $25 for these. I know it's crazy, but again, we're selling lace trim tank tops. As long as they have enough Y2K style to them all day long, they are great bread and butter padding sales. All right, we have a Ralph Lauren men's shirt. This one is made out of linen, so that's why we got it. Button up, purple. I pick up a lot of Ralph Lauren, so I'll say that in most of their lines, specifically men's, but shirts I don't pick up a lot of unless they are a larger size or they're a very specific style. In this case, we picked this one up because it's linen. That's what's carrying it through. We'll likely list this for around $35. All right, next up, one of my favorite brands, Sundance. Now, this brand does not have a super high sell-through rate. It really depends on what it is. Sundance, Free People, Anthropologie. There's probably another brand I'm not thinking of, but they all kind of fall under the same umbrella for me, which is they're all like boho brands that you can get at malls. They're super trendy, but they're also super oversaturated. So you have to be careful. You have to really look up the style, put in all your factors in your search. But one thing I have noticed with all of those brands is if you have a size large and up, your sell-through rate significantly goes up. So this is a size large, which is why we got this one. It's just a cute little ruffle top. Likely we'll sell that for $25. All right, we have also been picking up anything 100% cashmere at the bins to start preparing for fall and winter. And let me know in the comments below, but cashmere tends to sell for me pretty much all year round. I just price it lower during summer to ensure that it moves. This is Land's End cashmere, size medium. It is a nice cream color, so neutrals perform better for me. We'll probably price this higher just because of the mock neck, and Land's End is a pretty decent brand that people know and love. So probably around $30 to $35 for that. All right, next up, I have been selling a ton of vintage Abercrombie & Fitch, but also modern Abercrombie & Fitch. So at the bins, we're picking up a lot of it. Their dresses perform really well. Even their small ones, you know, I'm not getting a ton for them, but they do sell quickly. This is very on-trend silhouette. It's a mini dress. It's a linen blend, probably $25 to $30 on that. Next up, another style base. This is, actually might need to set this one to the side. This might be more of like an as seen on one. I just saw one like this as an alternative for our Vampire Diaries one. So this is a sheer meshy top. These are extremely trendy. People wear them under stuff. They wear stuff underneath of them. It's like a layering piece. And yeah, extremely, extremely trendy. So keep your eye out for stuff like this. This one has absolutely no brand at all. And we'll likely list it for $25. Look how lightweight this is at the bins. maybe 50 cents, maybe. You find stuff like this and you market it the right way, you can definitely pad your sales. All right, this is another open knit sweater. This one's actually a decent brand for this kind of thing, which is J. Jill. This is a smaller size, but it is a cotton blend. It'd be even better if it was linen, but natural materials, J. Jill open knit beachy sweaters perform really well for us. So 25 to maybe 35. Have to look that one up. Another sheer open knit. This one's a little bit more like festival boho. I could even see this going like country glam. This is just by Fashion Nova, but again, lots of details that people are looking for right now. Probably 20 to 25 on that. Oh man, this is a mess. I've got stuff on top of stuff. Let me just pull this aside real quick. Okay. I have, the dress is kind of slippery. We have like a sheer baby doll. This is technically like a lingerie top, but again, similar to that other one I just showed you, people are wearing this like tops. So that's how we'll market it. This is Victoria's Secret. Probably 25 bucks on that. Get this onto a hanger before it falls off again. Maybe I'll twist it. Okay. This one is a beautiful, stunning, I wish this was my size, Y2K dress. Get it on the hanger for you. This is by the brand Lapis, which I think used to be sold at Anthropologie, maybe still is. These Lapis, however you pronounce it, dresses, and sometimes skirts actually have a decent sell-through rate. This one is so beautiful and it is so on trend. Y2K. I'm actually going to set this aside and make sure my gals priced it correctly because I have a feeling they probably don't know that this should be priced up. Very, very trendy for Y2K stuff. We have sheer details, we have tie, the silhouette in general is just stunning, and it is a true Y2K piece, plus the colorway of this. So gorgeous. I could actually see this dress going for at least $75, surprisingly. So I'm gonna set that aside and make sure it's priced correctly, but Lapis, I don't know how to say it. Dresses, skirts, stuff like that have a decent sell-through rate, so keep your eye out for them, but specifically that silhouette in any brand. It's got all that stuff on it. You definitely want to pick it up. You just got to use the right keywords to sell it. All right, we have another open knit piece. Again, 25 bucks with the right keywords. Another open knit beachy boho piece, 25 bucks with the right keywords. This one is another sheer lacy top similar to that black one. List this for around 25 as well. Again, super lightweight. We have another open knit beachy sweater, 20 to 25. Another like beautiful coquette milkmaid style dress. Brand does not matter. There actually isn't a brand. Very, very trendy silhouette. Extremely trendy. I don't know if I said this in part 1 or if I said it in this part 2, but fitted with puff sleeves. Very trendy. Gives it that milkmaid aesthetic. That's definitely a keyword that I will use with this one. We've actually been selling dresses like this for like $30 to $35 with no brand. No brand. But again, you've got to have the right keywords and market it to the right person to get that much. But yeah, super cute silhouette. Make sure you memorize that silhouette. This is another one, very similar, not a brand I would memorize, but same similar silhouette. We have the baby doll, like milkmaid type look, longer puff sleeve, shorter length, probably around 30. I dropped price on this one, even though it's long sleeve, because it's not as good of a colorway as this one. This one fits the aesthetic more color-wise than this one does. So even though this has longer sleeves, this one's more like the epitome of what I'm looking for. And that's why it's so hard to teach style-based stuff, because there's just so many So many little nuances that it takes multiple videos and somebody working with you to get it. All right. Next up, this is a factor stacking piece. This is just Jones, New York, but it's a pair of wide leg linen pants. Wide leg linen pants, those two factors together, regardless of brand, significantly increases ASP and sell-through rates. We will likely list these for $25 to $30. All right, and then last piece, is this what I think it is? You're like, I don't know. You're the one doing the thrift haul. I actually don't know where the tag is on this, but I believe this is, only because I saw it on our sourcing sheet not that long ago, a hug sleep, I think is what it is. If it's not, it's very similar to it, but it's essentially like a, oh, is this it? No. It's essentially like an adult sleeping bag, and you like get in it and like wrap around in it, almost like a weighted blanket kind of a thing, but for wrapping around you. Like, it's meant for comfort. These type of things in multiple brands have a very high sell-through rate, and you're also likely to find them at the bins or in with other clothes because it's fabric, right? So keep your eye out for it. I wish I could show you the tag, but you guys can look it up. It's called Hug Sleep, if that's the brand for this one. I know is a popular one. There is more, but you can look up like adult sleep sacks and things like that. But we've actually sold multiples of these, and I can't remember how much they go for. I want to say like 30 to 35, but definitely keep your eye out for stuff like that. And just in general, like linens, sheets, pillowcases, even like duvet covers, specifically at the bins and sometimes thrift stores, you would be shocked at how much they go for. And they're pretty similar to list as clothing because they're a fabric, they're a textile. So keep your eye out for that stuff. But that is part 2 of this thrift haul. I do have some more to film. I got a lot of stuff to show you guys, and I'm hoping to do more thrift hauls. So let me know that you enjoy it by hitting the like button, and also drop a comment down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.